Welcome back to the CDGATV studio here at the 2025 Chicago Golf Show. I'm joined by Hank Haney, noted golf instructor. Hank, you're fresh off your main stage appearance there, so we appreciate you stopping by.
That's my pleasure.
So Hank, you recently moved back to the Chicago area,
Yep.
Are working here now full-time. Take us through the background of that decision and what your day-to-day kind of looks like.
Well, the background of that decision is I have an 11-year-old, and my 11-year-old plays hockey. We were living in Arizona, and people think we're absolutely nuts because we moved from Paradise Valley, Arizona to Chicago. But I grew up here. I grew up in Deerfield, and we're living in Glencoe. I mean, it's a great, this is such a beautiful area, and we love it. We came for my son's hockey though, and then I decided that I needed a little something to do while he's in school, or I'm not driving him to hockey. So I started teaching a little bit over at the golf practice in Highland Park, and then now I just decided I got to open up my own place. So I'm opening up a place in Deerfield where I grew up. And so my life has come full circle. So I've got four simulators and a putting area, and it's going to be pretty cool. It should be open in about a week.
Yes. You touched on it there, but growing up on the North Shore, playing some of those courses, what are some of your best memories from playing up there?
I mean, I grew up playing at Sunset Valley. When my dad would take the train downtown, he'd drop me off, and they'd pick me up when he came back at night. And I played there, and then when my parents were, I think I was like a freshman or sophomore in high school, and they joined Exmoor Country Club, and then I played at Exmoor Country Club. So I mean, the golf courses in the Chicagoland area are the best there are. I mean, I lived in Texas for 29 years, and everybody talks about Colonial. It's a nice course, but I mean, I'm just saying there's like, it feels like there's 100 courses, here that are, that nice or better, to be honest with you. I think the best golf anywhere in the country is in Chicago.
Obviously now working with the amateur side of the game, but you've worked with professionals, whether it be Mark O'Meara, Tiger Woods. What is working with those amateurs today, and how has that transition been maybe from the professional side to the amateur side?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I love it. I mean, I like to help anybody. I'm a coach, I'm a teacher, so I don't really care how good somebody is. Matter of fact, I just soon help a beginner. It doesn't matter to me. Anybody that has a good attitude and wants to learn is fun. When you first start coaching, I gotta remember way back when, and when I did, then you teach the junior clinics, you teach the ladies clinics, and honestly, being frank with you, okay, there's a point when you think, I wish I had somebody with some talent, and then you coach touring pros for 34 years, and you can't wait to have those amateurs back, I mean, like, so now, I mean, like, I'm having more fun teaching than I've ever had. I just love helping anybody. I don't care how they play or how good they are or bad. It doesn't matter. I mean, everybody's the same to me. They're all just students, and everybody can get better. It's just one step at a time, and it's all, I'm always going to coach good. That's what I do. So, it's up to me to help them get better.
We were just talking before we came on camera here about how the long line after your main stage appearance of people wanting to say hi. It seems like Chicago's ready for that spring season to hit.
Yeah.
What's your experience been like so far here this afternoon?
I mean, it's great. I mean, I can't believe how many people are here. But I kind of figured it was going to be like this because there's more passionate golfers here. Like I lived in like I said, I lived in Texas for 29 years, lived in Arizona for 12 years, and there's big golfing areas, but they're nothing compared to here. Yeah. I mean, there's more, the passionate golfer in the Chicagoland area is as big as any place I've ever seen anywhere in the world, to be honest with you. So I kind of expected it was going to be like that today.
Yeah. Lastly, we've got the Illinois PGA professionals over on the side here providing some lessons. You talked about your work with amateurs and beginners. What's one of the maybe one or two tips that you would give an amateur, maybe somebody like myself, who that you see most common or most commonly mistaken, or something that can get them going out on the golf course?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's not necessarily a swing thing, because like what I do is I fix the golf ball. So it's like, where are you hitting the golf ball? What is your big miss? What is your bad shot? And that's what you got to fix. You have to fix your shot. So, you know, it's like everybody wants tips. You know, what can I think about? But what's your bad shot? That's the thing.
Taken on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, case-by-case basis. Fix your big miss. And in particular, you gotta be able to fix your driver, because that's the one that's going to miss the most. So you either slice or you hook, and that's what you got to fix. And when you've got one of those, you know, 2 mistakes, then that's how you focus your attention. So, you know, sometimes it's the grip, sometimes it's the setup, but you know, it's always partly the swing too.
Yeah. I know the banana slice very well.
Well, there you go.
So.
Most people do. 90% of people play golf slice, so they tend to swing across the ball with an open face. So you got to get the face to close, and you got to get the path going more in and out. And you know, it's not easy, but it's doable if you just have the right coaching.
Well, Hank, we appreciate you stopping by. Good luck the rest of the weekend.
Thanks. I appreciate it. My pleasure.